Right, Rivals Coliseum, first match of March, StrikerVX versus Alarak. And we have guest caster Jeffrey. How you doing, Jeffrey?
Great. How are you, Blade?
I am good, my dude. I'm good. I'm excited for the Coliseum to begin.
Me too.
Gonna
Me
see
too.
a
I've been
lot of
looking forward.
action as soon as it loads, which soon, I promise you. So, Jeffrey, how's your retirement going?
Well, it wasn't going so well because as soon as I came back, uh, well, okay, so first of all, I'm coming back, but my matchmaking wasn't working, so like
Right,
even if I wanted to play, I couldn't.
excellent. And is this a problem that seems to be just for you?
It apparently is. Yeah, they fixed it though. I just checked and it's good now,
Oh,
so I'll
okay.
be back
So
on pretty soon.
the devs didn't actually just want to like they were. I thought maybe they were like helping you out. They're like, nah, man, you got a problem. Don't
Hey,
worry, we got you. We just won't let you play.
that's what I thought too.
All right, so we've got the pretty traditional opening from both sides. Opening into War Factory just seems to be a superior strategy at the moment, like in the metagame.
The
Alarak,
wheels are a pretty strong opener.
yeah, I think wheels are OP. Dogs are like kind of whatever, but wheels are definitely insane. So we've got Alarak playing the
Yeah.
deck that he always plays, I believe. I have praised Alarak previously on Coliseum for playing this deck because I believed that he had picked a good deck for the map. At this point, I'm starting to think he just likes the deck because he's picked it every single time.
He does like the deck. Yeah, I've talked to him before, and he's quite a fan of the MLRS, so I'm pretty sure it's his favorite deck.
Yeah, like I say, I used to think that he was making smart decisions on deck based on the map. Now I'm thinking he just really likes the deck and will play it on every map. I think next time
Hey,
next time we get him to play, we'll put him on a map where MLRS sucks and see if he still plays MLRS.
I think in this case, like Striker's made a good call using the deck that he's using. I think it's an excellent map for it.
Yeah, I like Striker's deck. I think I wouldn't splash an Avatar unless I was going to start 2 Harvesters, though. I'm not a big
I
fan
agree.
of...
Yeah.
Like, if you want to play a tech splash, you need to play something that's realistic to get out in a game. Avatar is not a realistic unit to get out in a game unless you have 2 Harvesters. So I would have liked to see Striker open with 2 Harvesters. And he's kind of getting wrecked, has to be said. Alarak is just really handling him. This MLRS has been just a colossal problem for Striker. Finally gets
And
it.
surprisingly, Alarak hasn't gotten a ton of value out of that MLRS. Like he was mismicroing it in the beginning there. He was targeting lasers instead of that tank, which to Striker's point, I mean, he was moving that tank out of the way so it wouldn't get shot. But I feel like Alarak could have done a little bit of a better job there.
I actually think that every time Striker moved a tank into range, Alarak was doing a good job retargeting. And he was only firing the missiles when there was nothing else to fire at. And he's making
Maybe
great
that's
use.
true.
This
Yeah,
is
maybe
an
that's
interesting.
true.
This is something I've noticed about the MLRS versus Scorpion matchup. Because the Scorpion has less life than a Predator, if you have a Pitbull supporting, it's pretty easy to finish it off with a single volley, which makes it so much harder for Nods to deal with the MLRS than for GDI, who can tank a volley and some Pitbull shots and still get some work done. But for a Scorpion tank, it's very difficult to pressure an MLRS. And this is, by the way, is why you see almost every deck play Banshee. Because otherwise this happens to you. And Striker is just incapable of pushing into this MLRS. Oh, we're going for a big play here. Unfortunately, the boost means he dies.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, the boost means you die in 1 volley because of the extra damage taken. Just another example of why Jackson is just better than Oksana. Oh, and he's got a nice line here. He might have to take this. Doesn't look like Alarak has anything to get on the pad. And he takes out the pesky MLRS. All right, well played, Striker.
Great turnaround by Striker there. I thought Alarak had the lockdown there with that middle pad, but Striker managed, well, partly because he's keeping that top left pad there with just those rifles sitting there. I think Alarak really needs to put some pressure on that part of the map.
Yep. This is one of the issues with playing a deck like MLRS, is that you're playing a deck where you have this 2-range unit, and your deck is so focused on setting up an area where all of your units are to protect your 2-range unit. It's very difficult to contest all 3 pads with a deck like this.
That's
Which
true.
is it is one of the downsides of playing a less mobile deck. Like Striker's deck is far more mobile, and we've seen him be able to use that disadvantage.
I can relate. I mean, I use MG squad, so it's kind of the same problem.
Yep, and that's why these decks are so map dependent, I believe. And once again, like the thing is, Alarak has been winning with the MLRS, but he has no way to convert his economic advantage into a battlefield advantage.
That's right.
Because he has no expensive unit. Like he's been floating significantly more money almost the entire game.
Maybe. Oh, but he gets it.
He steals it. Nice. Well played, Alarak.
Was
even
well
though he wasn't really able to convert his economic advantage into a battlefield one, but he was able to keep Striker off of ever realistically getting that avatar.